Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Nicole, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some apartments that Cruz and I recently toured, specifically in Old Town Scottsdale. I actually did a video like this last year where Cruz and I actually toured a whole bunch of apartments, but in the downtown Phoenix area. So if you are curious about any of those apartments, I will leave a link here at the top or in the description box below so that you can go and check those videos out. But if you are not from Arizona, Old Town Scottsdale is actually known for their nightlife, but they have a lot of nice bars and nice restaurants. So there are a lot of different things that Scottsdale provides as far as things to do. So Cruz and I wanted to see what we can get as far as square footage and pricing. I will say, you guys will see in this video. So I don't know, Cruz and I are still thinking about whether we think it's worth it or not, but you guys let me know in the comments below. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, this first apartment was in a great location. This was actually across the street from the Scottsdale Mall. We toured a 2-bed, 2-bath, and funny story, we were supposed to actually tour a 1-bed or a studio, but they had none available. So here we are. This is the master bedroom. Huge master bathroom, his and her sinks. Love the marble tiling in the walk-in shower, which was really nice. Obviously your toilet, and this walk-in closet was a true walk-in closet. This thing was huge. I love the built-in storage for like your shoes, your bags. It was nice. There I am. Hello. Making your way out, this unit actually had a patio area for, you know, the cooler months, not the hot months. On the other side is the second bedroom. I didn't go in the bedroom, but here is the bathroom. Has a tub instead of a walk-in shower, and this bathroom was a lot smaller, but it's still nice. One thing I will say, I didn't really like the lighting, but it is what it is. Shelving, had great shelving space for, you know, your towels, paper toilet, all that. Here is the kitchen. It was very lacklustering, I guess you can say. The island was weirdly shaped. It was a square, and I mean, it did have a wine fridge, which is nice for those who drink wine, not me, but it also had a gas stove, which is super nice because a lot of apartments don't do that anymore. This unit also came in with a huge walk-in washer and dryer room, little laundry room, storage room. It was huge, so that was really nice. But again, this was a 2-bed and not something we were looking for, but it gave us an idea of how the units look and the appliances, so it was nice to see at least something better than nothing. Alright, so next we toured the amenities. Everything was located on the second floor, and here is the grand hall, or you can say like the communal area. They had a pool table, lots of chairs and couches. They also have a private room where you can rent out for parties or events. They also had a work from home area where you can have your own personal space, which was really nice. Then once we made our way out, you were greeted with the pool area. I will say the pool was really small and just kind of lacked. And then also the main communal area where you can grill and hang out as well. Last we toured the Sky Lounge, which is on the 5th floor. It's just another hangout area. That is the tour of Central, and on to the next apartment. Alright, this next apartment was also in a really great location in Old Town. It was tucked away in a really nice neighborhood. It was just beautiful. So we started off on the 2nd floor. This is the communal area where people come up, hang out, they can do their work. Also, they showed us the outdoor patio, which again, you can get fresh air, hang out, or again, do some work. It was just so quiet and peaceful, and that's what Cruz and I love. We make our way out, and this is the pool deck, so everything, all the amenities pretty much are on the same floor. Now this pool is kind of lacking to me personally. It's just, this is it, this is all you get. I would say the first apartment had a better pool. Also showed us this second communal space where you can come out and grill and hang out, which was really nice. our way to the 1 bed, 1 bath. This was a really nice unit. I love that it was staged. It gives you kind of an idea of how you can decorate your apartment. The appliances were really nice. The bedroom was really spacious. This was a queen size bed. This unit did come with a walk-in closet, and then also this unit did come with a patio space. Bathroom was also very nice. Huge walk-in shower. I loved the seating step. You don't see that a lot in apartments. And also they had double sinks. So overall, this was a really nice unit. And on to the next. Next unit we toured was a studio 1 bath. I will say I was not very fond of this studio and the layout. It was pretty tiny, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was 584 square feet, so you kind of get the deal. This is the bathroom. The bathroom was huge, I will say. I kind of wish they probably took a little bit of that space and put it more towards the living area, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Here is the closet space. This was the only closet in the unit. I mean, it was pretty big for a studio, but this was like a true studio for one person, not two people kind of situation. The listing agent did show me this is the washer and dryer area. I mean, it was nice because it had room for storage a little bit. So that was at least, you know, something. It was pretty dark, I'm not gonna lie. The only windows were the sliding doors, so not a lot of natural light is coming in, which kind of made it very depressing, I'll say. The leasing agent also mentioned that this unit came with like its own little patio deck here, so you can see she's explaining that this area is designated for people who live in these units. So you can see there's like a few units on this floor. They call it like the Zen garden, so you can come out here and kind of relax and you're not bothered by other residents. Last we toured the rooftop area, had some fire pits, grills, lounging, and beautiful views of Camelback Mountain, the palm trees. It was such a vibe. Overall, great apartment complex. And on to the last one. All right, this last apartment I'm so excited to share with you guys. This is the Optima, located right next to the Scottsdale Mall. Let me just say, this apartment complex was an experience in itself. This is the driveway, like to get in and out of the apartment complex. You are pretty much transported into a whole new scenery. It gave me tropical vibes, jungle vibes. All right, starting off with the amenities, you have a full basketball court, they have a golf simulator room, and in this back corner room, they have the coffee bar area so you can make your coffee, and then they have a couple vending machines in case you want a snack. Then I made my way into the women's locker room, and guys, they have a steam room, which is super nice. And on the other side, they have the showers in case you want to rinse off after being in the steam room. And then this back area is where all the lockers are. They have couches, they have towels. It felt very bougie. Toward the rest of the area, the gym is in that corner there. Didn't get very much footage because I wanted to be respectful. Here is the studio 1 bath, and let me just tell you guys that we were very impressed. Now, this is an older building, so the inside doesn't have those updated finishes or modern finishes, but still it had a really nice color tone to it. I loved the tiling on the walls and in the bathroom and the neutral tones. I thought it tied in very nicely. You have your standard washer and dryer, and then we have the first closet here. There's 2 closets in this apartment. The other one is located right here in the bedroom area. I love that the bedroom was a nook, which separated it from the living space and the kitchen. And then here you have the kitchen, little table area, and here's the living space. I loved how they staged it because it gave you a really clear idea on how you can decorate. If you make your way out here, we saw the outdoor patio space, and I thought it was such a nice added bonus to this apartment. So that way you have that like indoor outdoor kind of feel. You can open the sliding doors and just enjoy the fresh air. I just thought with the greenery, it was so peaceful. Wasn't fond of the view, but that's okay. Here's just another clear look of how the whole entire apartment looks. It is really nice for a studio. A little bit closer look, you got a full fridge, dishwasher, microwave, stove, and then stovetop. I will say I wasn't fond of the stovetop because it was electric and then there was only 2 burners, but overall it was a great unit. Alright, I'm so excited to share with you guys this last unit. This is a 1 bed, 1 bath open layout concept. So that means that there's no wall blocking the bedroom space from the living kitchen area. Think of it as a studio, but bigger. You can see the views. This was facing inwards towards the communal walking area, and I just loved the concept. I loved how big and spacious it was. You can see here you can fit a desk. There's a walk-in closet. You have the bed. This I believe was like a king size. Look at this closet space. This is a true walk-in closet. I mean, you can fit so much. Again, the bathroom was a little outdated, but that's okay. Walk-in shower. I will also point out that the bathroom was pretty big for a 1 bedroom. Washer and dryer, obviously, and then you have this second closet area, and look how huge this was. It was great. You can have someone sleep in there. That's how big it was. These are all closets. The listing agent was saying you can store your shoes, clothes, knickknacks, whatever you got, you can stick it in there. And there was 4 different dressers. I was like, 2 for me, 2 for Cruz. This would work. I could not believe how much storage. And look how big the living space is. It was humongous. And then you have your open patio space right there on the side. And I was just taking it all in. Like, look at the greenery. Take a minute to appreciate waking up to that every morning. Overall, this was by far one of our favorite units, and that wraps up the tour. Alright guys, that wraps up the video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Which apartment was your favorite? Which apartment would you pick? I would really love to know. I'm very curious. If you are not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that post notification bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. And as always, I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are or whenever you're watching. And I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.